guys, hi. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Rakeri and Faith. For those who are new, karibuni. For those who have been with us, we thank you so much for staying tuned and supporting us and being there. For our new subscribers, asanteni sana, karibuni sana. And yeah, I am the Faith, she's Rakeri, and we are happy to be here. Yeah, we enjoy being here with you and sharing, talking, and learning, and we're learning the few things that life has, we have had to, to pick up along the way. With that said, I want to welcome our guest speaker over here.
I am a guest speaker.
To introduce herself.
No way.
I'm going to allow her to introduce herself.
Okay.
Tell us what her name is again and where she comes from, what she likes doing, and why she's here with us today. Okay? Yes.
Hi guys. How is everybody? My name is Rakeri. I'm here because I'm the co-host of this channel and we usually do this together. And I come from somewhere called Embu. Mimi ni Muembu. In fact, Embu has two tribes within the county. We have the actual Embus and Mberes, yeah? And I'm from Mbere. Do you know how many constituencies you have, sub-counties you have in Embu County?
4.
We have 4. In Embu County, we have 4.
Yeah.
We have Manyata, we have Runyenjes, we have Mbere North, we have Mbere South. So you see, 2 Embu, 2 Mbere. Yeah, Manyata and Runyenjes is Embu. Mbere North, Mbere South is very nice. So as we are from Mbere North, yeah, those sides of Kanyuamboras. Mbere South is also those sides of Kiretire, Shiakago. That's Mbere South. Yeah, it's different. So how is everybody doing? We are so happy to be back. We are so glad that you're here watching us. Thank you so much for taking your time to click on our channel and listen to our content. We hope it's helpful to somebody out there, even if it's just one person. I hope there's something you can find from this channel that is relatable and helpful. Yeah. And we hope that we're gonna continue living fulfilled lives. We, happy. We cannot always be happy, but at least we can, manage this life as long as we keep sharing stories and experiences. Maybe someone has not gone through such a thing, or maybe they are in such a situation and they are trying to maneuver and get out, right? So here we share bits and pieces of our experiences about life and, about the topics we talk about. And right now, this week, we've been consistently doing one particular topic, which is narcissism. It's really, there's so much to talk about narcissistic personality disorder. Yeah? And we say that NPD, for those that don't know, narcissistic personality disorder is it's where the person that is narcissistic, that has become narcissistic, has this sense of importance. They have this exaggerated sense of self-importance. They think they are more special than other people, and they act like that. And because of their behavior, there's a cost, especially to the victims, yeah? And that is why we have decided to talk about it over time. And by the way, there's something I noticed that we did not really explain, which is part of this thing, like the types of narcissists. There's covert and overt. So you remember? Yeah. And I think we can mention that right now because, we forgot. It was supposed to be in the first video. Whew. Jamaneni. Hi. He's so much. In fact, there's 5 types of narcissistic personality disorder. 5 types of narcissists. Imagine. Well, traits. Is it traits? Is it a disorder? Is it what? There's like 4 of them. And let me begin with the first one, overt. What kind of a narcissist is overt? Overt is OVERT. Overt narcissism. Overt narcissism is the classic and most obvious form of narcissistic personality disorder. Someone with overt narcissism is excessively preoccupied with how others see them. They really care so much about the image they set out there, okay? And they are often overly focused on status, wealth, flattery, and power due to their grandiosity and sense of entitlement. So that one is just obvious. They are there. They just show it. They do it intentionally. Like, yeah, I want this. I want to be seen. I want the attention. I'm the best. You know, I'm better than all of you over here. Look at me. Yeah. I call the shots over here. Those ones, they are easy to spot somewhere, maybe in an event or something. Overt narcissists may be high achieving and deeply sensitive to criticism, no matter how small. That is overt. Like, it's obvious. You can see. Like, they are not even hiding it. It's there. Yeah? They have all those things. Grandiosity. Grandiosity is that thing about, trying, like the thing about showing off. Showing people, yeah, I got this. What do you got? There's covert narcissism. Covert is now, you add the C before the overt. This is covert narcissism. It is also known as closet narcissism or vulnerable narcissism. Yeah, because it's not obvious. Like other people with NPD, someone with covert narcissism has an inflated self of self-importance and craves admiration from others. However, someone living with covert narcissism may display more subtle and passive negative behaviors. It's not easy to tell. Unless you stay with those people and hang out with them for some time, it's not easy to know that they are. Not like the overt one. The overt one, they just show you. They just want it. They are craving it openly. Now this covert is a bit, kidogo kidogo too, yeah? Little. You see, like for example, instead of bragging about themselves or demanding respect, yeah, they may engage in blaming, shaming, manipulation, or emotional neglect to get what they want and keep the focus on themselves. You see? And that is why you have to get into contact with them, so that you can get to experience that. Because unless you get that contact and exchange, you cannot get to know that is who they are. Yeah. There's another one, antagonistic narcissists. Yeah. Antagonistic narcissism is defined by a sense of competitiveness, arrogance, and rivalry. Please forgive my Kimbere accent. But you see, that is what defines us. I'm so proud to be Ambere. I have that, Ushago. Like, if you find me in Shags, you won't even think I know logos. No. I'm the real kienyeji. Like, if I start speaking Kimbere here, you might think it's French. I speak the deep one, the one I grew up with. Yes. Now, while all people with narcissistic traits can be overly concerned with how they appear to others, antagonistic narcissists are particularly concerned with coming out on the top. Yeah? Someone with antagonistic narcissism may try to exploit others to get ahead. They might try to take advantage of others. They even might try to, block others from achieving anything so that they can get there before them. Yeah? They may put others down and start arguments in an attempt to gain an upper hand or appear dominant. That is self-explanatory. They are also not like overt. They are not that, it's not that much. It's not something you can see like this, but you see it in the behaviors. Like, for example, if you get something, you buy a car, let's say you bought a Honda, I will go and maybe want to buy TX Prado because I want to look better than you. Yeah. If you buy maybe a particular shoe, Gucci, I'll want to go and buy, what's better than Gucci? Is it Zara? I don't know. I don't know if Zara is better than Gucci. I don't know. Guys, I've never shopped there. I don't have money to shop there. Mine, I shop from Gikosh. And the good thing about Gikosh is you get Gucci clothes. Louis Vuitton. Oh, yeah. So they go shop at Louis Vuitton. And they make sure that you know that they shopped from Louis Vuitton. Okay. Communal narcissism. Kwani ni wegi aje? Communal. Baka communal. This is someone living with covert narcissism. Yeah. It's just like somebody living with covert narcissism. Covert is the one that you said is subtle. You can't really tell. It's in their small actions and how they behave. Someone with communal narcissism may not appear to be ego-driven at all. They look calm, composed, humble. At first, they can come across as selfless or even as a martyr. However, their internal motivation is to earn praise and admiration and not to help others. To that end, people with communal narcissism place themselves at the forefront of social causes and communities, usually as the leader or the face of the movement. People with communal narcissism see themselves as more empathetic, caring, or selfless than others, and often display moral outrage. Yep. They don't help to help, they help to be seen. It's for attention. So they will be the ones overdoing things when there's gatherings. They'll be like, how much is this? 500. Oh, you don't have the one for 1 million? Yeah, bring that one. I want the most expensive thing around here. Yeah, I want that one. Bring it. They go, they ask, oh, how much is the most expensive alcohol around here? Yeah, bring it. 1 million. You guys don't have anything for 2 million. Okay, bring that one. Malignant narcissist. This is the last one. The type of narcissist. Malignant is often seen as the most severe. By the way, malignant, I knew about overt, and malignant. I didn't know about communal and antagonistic. I knew about malignant and, overt and covert. Malignant narcissism is often seen as the most severe or potentially abusive form of NPD. Someone with malignant narcissism has the same egocentric self-absorption and sense of superiority as people with other narcissistic behaviors, but they also have traits associated with antisocial personality disorder, ASPD, such as aggression, paranoia, and a lack of empathy. They may even have a sadistic streak. My goodness, that was my ex. My ex was a malignant. My God, I need a hug. Ooh, no way. How did I survive that? Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So you understand, malignant is the one that now will put you down. They will insult you. They are aggressive. They are sadistic. They are everything bad. They'll show you their true colors. Yes, malignant. So if that you see the narcissists are different. So I think that yours was
The third
covert.
No, he was the third one.
Antagonistic.
He was the third
There's overt, covert, antagonistic, communal, and malignant.
Antagonistic and communal. He was between there because he used to do things for me to see. For him, he was that person that will always make sure you have the best. Not because he feels like you deserve it, but because he wants you to feel valued, and he knows that when he gets you the best, you're gonna give him more attention and more, up there, like you're gonna recognize him as the person that does the best, And that's why I told you that for him, nobody has reached the bar that was set for me. Yeah, and you can imagine how high it was. Yeah. So he used to do things not because he wanted. He wanted, but also he wanted me to, to admire the fact that he can make things happen for me. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, but that is like a soft type of narcissist.
It's a soft, but also it's mental. It's a mental. It really messes around with your mental,
all narcissists
sanity. Because at this point, you're not called names as other people.
Like the malignant. Now we know which types. You can say malignant, overt, covert, communal, antagonistic.
You see, like mostly, I think the severe ones are the last
malignant,
who are like typical sadists.
Yes.
These people will never find anything positive in your life.
Never.
Even from day one, it's just that you didn't notice. They kind of made comments that were not cool. It's just that maybe you're not there. So at this point, that it's not now the malignant where now it's a sadist, making you feel bad about everything. This one messes around. Is a good person. They want to appear amazing. Like they're the only people on earth that can take you to the moon and back.
Yeah.
Or they can give you whatever you want and back. So, and it's bad because, you know, they'll do all these things and you'll think they're the best people you've ever met.
Yeah.
You'll be like, wow, they're good people.
Yes.
Actually, even if they
I think
tell
that's
you,
standard about narcissists.
yeah, even if they make they abuse you anyway, you'll always protect them. Because you'll be like, but they did this to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay, you're telling me they were
too
bad.
good.
You're telling me they were bad, but
Yeah.
they did this. Nobody has ever done it this way. And even the people that have done it, they never do it this way. So his was different, you know, and amazing. Too much that you can't stop talking about it.
Yeah.
You can't stop thinking about it and even wanting more, you know.
Yeah.
Because at this point you're like, this is too good. I would like to have this for the rest of my life. But with him, you're not getting anything for the rest of your life. you either stay there, get the best, and never be shit to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was that.
That was like the soft type of narcissist.
Yeah.
Like the not too severe like malignant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
You see,
severe.
malignant, they are like proper abusers. They are so bad. Like by the time, many times, people that kill themselves after abusive narcissistic relationships is the people that were with malignant ones. Yeah, because those ones put you down every day. They insult you every day. Do you remember that time we were going to Kiambu or something, and we were in the same vehicle with that my ex-boyfriend, and he said, it's because, Rachel, you don't have a brain. And you asked me, why is he talking like that?
Actually, I used to see
Oh
this.
my God.
So at that point, didn't you think that was...
How would I have known now?
But for me, I knew that was mean. Actually, every time, from the first time I got to that car, he was just complaining about everything.
Yeah.
Oh, usigongesha hiyo mlango hivyo. Si kama sijui lori gani. I'm like, okay, it's sorry. Atagongesha. Actually, unaambia uingie. And out of nowhere, he's just complaining and telling you how you don't use your head. I'm like, yo. And you know, at this point, I was just sitting at the back because I didn't know him and I was scared. Not scared. I'm that person that will come to you and observe and see how you behave.
You're just
and
quiet.
At this point, you were just smiling. I was like, why is
Yeah, that is
smiling?
what doormats do. Come
Why
on, I
is
was
she
a
smiling?
perfect doormat. What
And
are you talking about?
You smiling is like telling him, give me some more.
Yes. And that is why now there was more. Like there was more abuse and intense for that matter. It will get to a point where you'll be beaten. Like beaten. And you see now when he was beating
Like
me.
Mangumi.
Yeah. Like what do you mean? You crash you on the ground and the wall. Yeah. And now my blood was all over. And sometimes I had to go to hospital because I'm in pain. Now, one thing I realized about when someone that you trust starts abusing you, yeah, especially physically, that particular time when they are causing you that pain, you realize, oh my God, they don't care.
Yeah.
Like they just went on
They
and
do
proceeded
not
to
care.
cause me pain.
Yeah.
They absolutely don't care. And now what happens is you get so scared. You get this deep fear. You know you can fight for yourself. But you know because of how they don't care, they can do something really stupid and you could end up losing your life.
Yeah.
And even if you know you can fight for yourself, for what it's worth, it's not worth it. You already know they don't care about you. Yeah. The best thing to do is just walk and walk and walk and walk. This life is so big. There's so, like over 8 billion human beings. I mean, wezi kosa kamoja kazuri kanakulike. Now, let's continue from where we left the previous video. And now, because we've defined, we've talked about the different types of narcissistic people or narcissism. Yes, the previous video, we were talking about what the 7 stages of trauma bonding. Okay. Trauma bonding. We said there's 7 stages. We discussed 3 yesterday. We discussed love bombing.
Love bombing and
trust and codependency. And also shift to criticism and evaluation.
Yeah, oh yeah, we touched on that.
Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about 3 things. And we say love bombing is when they come praise you, you know, you're the most important, special, beautiful thing they have ever seen. You're the most intelligent human being walking around here, and you should be, the people should take you very seriously. I don't know why nobody has seen that. And you, by the way, you actually usually believe it. It's not like you're not, but that's just like so exaggerated. They leave you they make you feel like, wow, how come nobody was seeing this? And also the way they treat you, you're like, this is what I've always been wanting. I've always looked for this treatment. Yeah, and this is what I want. And you settle for it, my friend. Then after that, you now trust and depend on them. They make you feel like you can trust them and you can tell them anything. Even those deepest, if you've ever hidden a body, guys, a narcissist can make you tell him or her. Because they are so nice. Like they get into your life, it's like they get into your bloodstreams, where they can feel your heartbeat and know how your heart is racing and your blood is going. So you feel like you trust them with your life. You can tell them anything. Anything happens in your life, you can't wait to call them, to tell them. Anything you need to make a decision about, you just want to call them and ask them, because they are the ones that know. They're the ones that understand you. By the way, they make you feel like they know you so well, such that, you won't have any doubts when they tell you anything.
You can always tell me anything. I would never judge you. Me, I will never. Really, just tell me anything. No matter how bad you think it is, just tell me.
Yeah.
And actually, they even ask you, what is that one thing that nobody knows about you?
They are just getting information to use it against you later in life. I'm telling you, every single thing.
One thing that nobody knows about you is you killed someone.
3 things that anything you tell a narcissist will be used against you so well in the future. And you don't know until you get there. You do not have an idea. And you're usually confused because you're like, this is the best person I ever met. They are so humble. They are so nice to me. They are exactly what I've been looking for. What do you mean they want to abuse me? Even you don't even believe it. Now, we went to shift to criticism and evaluation, and that is the 3rd stage, where now you've already trusted them. You depend on them for those, ideas, advice, and all those things. Now, they start criticizing you and evaluating you. This is to confuse you. Because the same person that told you have the power to do anything, they even showed you with action. By the way, they go as far as even helping you with whatever problem you have. They can even pay for it. They are helping you with whatever issue you have so that you can trust them. I'm telling you, you get to trust them 100%. There's no doubt. Then one day, guess what? They start criticizing you. They start devaluing you. Yeah, you used to be a very nice person. Now look at you, so stupid. Me, you think my narcissist started by telling me I'm stupid? No. They started by telling me I'm very smart. I'm the smartest woman they have ever dated, and they don't understand how that it's just me that doesn't see that. I can't believe you're the only person that doesn't see that you're so smart. And you're also so funny. Like you're such a smart lawyer.
Why are you laughing like you're not funny?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how funny I am. I've gotten that from people. But at the same time, the narcissist makes it look so exaggerated. Like, you can be smart. You're funnier than I don't know who. The funniest part. Imagine. They'll look at you, like they'll look at Rihanna's photo and they'll tell you, oh, Rihanna's nothing on you, darling. You're so smart. You're so beautiful. Look at yourself. So beautiful. And then now they'll start comparing you with the exes. And at that point, you're being told you're better than the exes. Like, those exes were crazy. By the way, red flag number 1. If a guy tells you the ex was crazy, you need to do some investigation. Like, urgently and immediately. Because that is one sign that that person is an abuser. Don't believe me? Just get in with your both legs. You come to tell me later when you're crying and all that. The minute they tell you the ex was crazy, especially when they tell you, yeah, that ex was crazy. Yeah, even that other one was crazy. Yeah, even that one, mad. Even that one, huyo kwanza kwao anakuwa amechizi kabisa. You'll be the next one on the list. Okay. Yeah, you're usually mad, even you.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, when we are now right next to the point 4. Yeah, let's move to point 4 of trauma bonding. What else do narcissists do to keep you around them, and so that they can make it so hard for you to leave? Number 4, they manipulate and gaslight you. What is the meaning of manipulation and gaslighting?
There is the emotional manipulation and the physical, which manipulation? Both. They do both.
Yeah.
Manipulation is really using something about you to hurt you. Something maybe that they know about you, or something that you need to hurt you. Maybe holding it back from you.
Yes.
Just for you to be hurt.
Yeah.
Because they know you need it.
Manipulation can take so many forms, and that is one of it. And now manipulation involves deceit, lying, coercion. Coercion to change or to confuse the victim's sense of reality and decisions. Yeah, they use coercion, they use lies, they use they lie to you, deceit, they use misdirection. Yeah, just to make sure that the victim's sense of reality and decisions is compromised. They are there now, questioning, whatever decisions they were to make. Now they have decided to make other ones because they have been compromised, by the narcissist through lies, manipulation and deceit. Now gaslighting is more sinister form of emotional manipulation. Gaslighting, the word gaslighting came from it's very interesting. Gaslighting came from this man. There was this husband that was a proper narcissist. He used the lights, what is it called, the lights. There were some lights in the house that were flickering, and the wife was like, are those lights flickering? And he was like, no, it's not, it's all in your head, they are not. And that is where gaslighting came from. And the woman would believe. She believed for so long, such that she went crazy. And that is where the word gaslighting came from. Because the lights were flickering, and she would ask the husband, are those lights flickering? And the husband would intentionally tell her, no, it's in your head, they are not. But they were. But now,
so if a guest came in and maybe confirmed that they were, the woman would tell them it's all in your head.
Yeah, they would tell them, no, you're seeing the wrong thing. Even me, I used to think they were, but they are not. Like that guy gaslit that woman to a point that she went crazy. And that is where the word gaslighting came from. It is just attacking your sense of reality. Like you come and tell me, I can see they are black, but then I come and ask you, why did you do gray hair? And you'll be like, but my hair is black. And I will be like, no, you're seeing your own things.
I'll tell you, you're just mad.
No, you're seeing your own things.
And go to see a doctor.
Your hair is not black.
I'll tell you have, because I know. I'll tell you have an eye problem.
Now let me
go to the hospital.
Narcissists use now more advanced ways of gaslighting you. Okay. Like for example, they'll go cheat on you. You will even find them there, and they'll tell you, no, that was not me. You might even have photos of them cheating. They'll tell you, me, do I look like I have a big stomach like that? Mimi nakuwa na kipara. And I'm telling you, it's them. You're looking at them like this, by the way. Like this, and they're saying, nah, that's not me. It's not me.
Like, how can I be there? I was home.
This is not me. This definitely looks like me, of course, but this is Photoshop.
Home, doing things.
Skia, you'll go and find them chatting with a lady. Or a lady has sent them, those nice messages, and or he has even sent them photos of their whatever private parts and all that, and you'll be like, but this is you, I know you so well, this is you. You'll be like, no, that's not me, you're crazy, that's definitely Photoshop, and this woman is obsessed with me. She wants me, and now me, I don't want her.
Spoil my name.
And I don't want her. Now if you're going to believe her, just believe her, or whatever nonsense you want to believe about me, but that's not me. And by the way, if you continue with this conversation, I'm gonna leave. So you've been silenced, and you are left inside. You're left like, oh my God, what is happening? And by the way, if you don't understand narcissists, you're always confused, because they always have an answer for everything. And you know, there were red flags when I met that person, because there was this time they were on phone with somebody and they were saying, you know the rule. You know, that is what he was saying. But you know the rule. Deny. Cut. Action. All right. Yeah, so we were saying that gaslighting is all about that. You can, you know, and you see, by the way, gaslighting, the thing about gaslighting and manipulation is, if you live with the narcissists, you are gonna start seeing things like that. You're gonna start guessing yourself all the time. Even if you see something DOE, you start doubting yourself. You're like, am I really seeing it? Is it really like that? Now, so you'll never be sure about anything. Yeah? Because you've already adopted where you see the reality, but then you're told, no, it's not what you're seeing. You're seeing your own things. Yeah? You can even see a rat run that way and you're like, did I see anything? No, I did not see anything. That's in my head. But there was actually a rat that went that way. I found myself struggling with things like that. Yeah? I know that was the reality, but then I'm going back to confirm because I don't know if it's really true.
You're not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's really actually there and real. So I go back to confirm. Yeah? And now that you live with it over and over and over, you start second guessing things, you know. And by the way, they're usually like, don't second guess me. You can't second guess me. I want you about second guess. So they just want you to keep, you know, whatever they tell you, you take that, even if it's some nonsense. They want you to believe it. Yeah, because they are lying to you. So bad, so bad, so bad. Manipulation is, you know, they use lies and change the topics and stories just to make you do something in a particular way. Like, for example, the day, like those days I told you, when you have a really nice thing going on in your life, you could be graduating or maybe something serious in your life, they are just gonna start drama. Yeah? So that you can go, you know, do your stuff while you're not happy. Yeah. So they have forced you to have a bad day when what you wanted was a good day. That is manipulation. Now, when they, you know, start lying and, you know, what can I say? What else can I say about manipulation? They twist and lie and, you know, change things and change stories in a way that they influence you to do something that they want. And many times, that thing that they want you to do is not healthy. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
It's to make things go into shit. Yeah. That is what manipulation is about, because they want you to have this particular version of themselves, of yourself that they have in their heads. Yeah, they want you to be exactly that person. That is what they do. They manipulate you. They lie to you just to make you unhappy. That is what they do. Yeah? Yay! Wow. So, because now this manipulation and gaslighting is something that happens over and over and over and over again. You'll never win. You can never win with a narcissist. Hey, it is dunia isimame. You'll never win with a narcissist. So it will always be chaos all the time.
Do we have serious narcissistic women?
Yeah, there is serious narcissistic women. Only that narcissistic personality affects a lot of men than women. But there's narcissistic women, yeah, there is. Yeah. Now, because the manipulation has been taking over, has been happening over and over and over. You know, you try to have a conversation. You find you're not having a conversation. You're not getting to a conclusion like healthy people do. You see, when I consider you a healthy person, I come and tell you, I'm sorry. This is what I did here. First of all, me acknowledging that I'm sorry shows I'm a mature and proper healthy person. But now, the narcissist will never say sorry. It is up to you to go tell them, by the way, you know, you did me dirty here. And they'll be like, what? If only it wasn't for you, yeah, I would not have done that.
You made me do it.
Yeah, it's twisted now. It's you. You're the problem. In every situation with a narcissist, as long as you're the victim, you're always the problem. You're the one that causes problems. You're the one that causes issues to go down the drain. Like everything that goes wrong, you're the problem. And if you try to blame them for anything, you shall see dust. Yeah. And you'll leave that place wishing, why did I bring this up? You'll find that you never have a conversation that has an end. Especially when they have considered you, you never get to an end of an argument. They'll go round, and you feel like you're going in circles and you're not getting to a point where you can agree, ever. And by the way, that will be your life. Through and through. That is how it will be. You always be left hanging and feeling guilty for something they did. Yeah, that is what will happen. Sometimes they even accuse you of things that you did not do. Yeah, that is how their conversations go. Yes. Now, let's continue. After now, the manipulation has happened, and it's been such a long time of you being gaslit, gaslighting, being manipulated. Now you get to stage 5, yeah, which is resignation and giving up. Yeah, because of so much, like you can never have a conversation.
I'm going to solemnly resign.
Yeah, because you're never.
I am tired.
Yes.
Of trying.
Yes.
To be understood, and I choose to love myself.
Yeah.
Till death do me and myself apart.
Yes. So because of that, you'll always be this very exhausted person.
Yeah.
It's like you're dating a child. Even a child, me and Asma, even children, sometimes there's a way you can get to a conclusion with a conversation.
Yeah.
But with a narcissist, you'll never. They will always leave you hanging, and that is number 1. They will find something else, always over and over and over and over and over until you get tired. So now, after that, you've gotten what?
Nobody.
Yeah, after that, you resign and give up. Okay? As the trauma board deepens, a feeling of resignation often surrounds the victim. Okay? The repeated cycle of manipulation and gaslighting exhausts the emotional reserves. Yeah? Pushing them into a state of acceptance of the toxic relationship. You're like, okay, so what is the point of me bringing up this? It will not be solved. Like, bro, by the time I got tired of solving anything, you see me, even if I found that narcissist on top of a girl, I was going to say, no, it's not him. Yeah, see, because I knew that is what was going to end. Like, that is how the story was going to end up. Like,
it is not him.
Yeah, they were gonna say, no, that is not me. And they're dressing, they want to run away. And they'll be like, oh, that was not me. You saw your own things. You see the gaslighting I told you about? The man that was telling the wife, no, those lights are not flickering. It is you that is crazy in your head. And you go crazy for it. So they'll be like, it's not what you saw. So you remember, deny. Yes, that is the trap. Now, because now you're so tired, you give up. Every time something comes up, you don't want to bring it. You'd rather go drink hot soup or count rice 1 by 1 kg. By the time you finish counting that rice, you're done with it. You'd rather do that. You'd rather go and, start arguing with a child.
You're tired, you're exhausted.
You'd rather start counting clouds than argue with a narcissist, because now at this point you're tired.
Yeah.
You know nothing conclusive will come out of this except you being blamed. And you know very well they are the ones with the problem. So you give up, you get tired, you stop asking. They may feel unable to live despite the visible harm and deteriorating self-esteem. This stage is marked by a wary acceptance of the abuser's control as the victim sees no viable exit. The entanglement in the trauma bond has morphed into a seemingly inescapable reality, further cementing the victim's place in the abusive dynamics. So at this point, this victim somehow is not able to live. Honestly, many people leave. Most healthy people that get to this point and they realize, oh, there's nothing that will ever work out with this person. No matter what, they will always blame me. They will never apologize for anything. They will never take responsibility for anything they have done. Even if you find them there doing it, they'll be like, no, what you saw is nonsense. Like, you saw your own things. Yeah? It's not reality. So you give up.
So what are you gonna do?
Many healthy people walk out of the relationship at that point.
Nothing.
Okay?
Yeah.
But now, you see many victims usually, narcissists go for people who do not have any self-awareness. And when you're not self-aware, you don't value yourself. And most probably you're trapped because maybe you're dependent on them for something. So, many times, narcissistic victims don't have the energy to live. They just sit there. They're like, okay, fine, I've accepted them. Maybe they even have 3 children with this person. They're like, okay, let me just accept the abuse. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that is where you're usually confirmed for the narcissist that, yeah, I'm gonna abuse this one until she's dead. Yeah, this one I'm gonna do whatever I want. I want to spit on her, I spit on her. Yeah, she will accept. She is not going to bring up anything. She has already given up. Yeah. So if I want to slap her, I'll just slap her and nothing will happen to me. And she would take the blame. Yeah, she's the one that made me slap her. In fact, she deserved that slap. Yes. Now the narcissist has confirmed. Hakuna mahali unaenda. At that point, most healthy people leave because they have really tried for long. But many people, especially those that are not self-aware, you see those victims who are always blaming the world, the government, what. Yani, it can never be them, their actions, or the problems in their lives being caused by them. It has to be somebody else. It's either the family, the parents. It's because they're not self-aware. They don't know what they're doing wrong. They don't understand it. They just want to blame somebody else. And those are the victims that stay. Yeah? Yes. Now, you see you've resigned and given up, and now you're okay with being abused. And so the abuse continues. And now here it gets worse. They'll even insult you in front of your children, in front of the public, in front of your workers. They will put you down. They will devalue you. They will tell you how stupid you are. You don't use your head. You're this person that they are so annoyed about. Yeah, you'll be embarrassed mbele ya watu. And they'll never pick your side, by the way. Even if a stranger comes and starts fighting you, they're gonna pick the stranger's side. They'll be like, yeah, I told you. You never listen to me. Unisikizangi, hiyo ni shauri yako. Mi usinilete. I'm not part of your nonsense. Don't tell me nothing. Now, after you've given up and resigned, you go to stage 6. This is stage 6 now. There's 7 of them. This is 6. Loss of sense of self. Yeah. Yes. Do you remember those days I used to look like a chokora? That is what had happened. I had lost the sense of me as a human being, of even existing. I did not see the value of me as a human being. I would just I would settle for less. I would take the bare minimum from anybody. Because, to me, I was like, I don't matter. I'd gotten out to that point where I'm like, I'm not a human being. I don't matter to nobody. And now at that point, he used to be like, yeah, even this family you keep, boasting about. How come I don't see any of them calling you? They don't love you. Upendwi. Used to use that Kiswahili word. Upendwi. Hakuna mtu anakupenda wewe. Yeah. And I told you, hakuna mtu anakupenda. You're miserable like that. Now, under the relentless pressure of narcissistic abuse, the victim often experiences a profound loss of their sense of self. You feel like you're not a human being. In fact, for me, nilikuwa naona mimi ni mtu nikienda kwa matatu, nakaa hivi na naona konda na nilipisha. Nikola, okay, you mean mimi ni modo? Okay. Alright. So mimi ni mtu, sawa. And the way I was behaving like I'm not a person. If somebody came in late in the matatu, I'll be the first one to give them the seat. I feel like I don't deserve nothing. I did not feel like I deserved anything. I wasn't dressing well. And it's real. It's so real. I don't know how you can snap out of that. It's something you experience. It's like some crazy train. You're conditioned to be like that. Yeah. And it's so hard to get out. But the people outside, like my sisters, my family, everybody else can see. Like, wow, you've really changed. What's happening? But you cannot. You're like, see, me, I'm usually not important. What are you asking? That is why I'm never important. The abuser's continuous criticism and manipulation make them feel worthless, incompetent, or crazy. Can I tell you something? You see, that person was a lawyer. And just a lawyer like me. Yeah? And do you know, they were treating me like I was not a lawyer. Yeah? They would maybe have the few days they had cases to solve. They would act like it's so important. Yeah? They would chase me out of that room and tell me, get out. I have a very important meeting here. I have a court session. There's nothing you know about law. Hakuna kitu najua. Can you get out? I am busy with this. And even if you ask them, they're like, you are wezi jua wewe. You can't know. Yeah, you have to go. This is serious business that I'm doing over here. Please walk out. Can you go? And they act like they are doing something so magical that you don't know. And because you've already lost that sense of self, okay, you accept. You're there like, oh, I'm sorry, and you run away. Nijikute. I think sometimes you have to go through some shit so that you can learn how to love and value yourself. Sometimes, I usually say honestly, victims of narcissistic abuse, they need the narcissist sometimes. Because many times they don't value themselves. They don't know who they are. They don't think they are important. And until they are treated so badly, they realize, oh my God, I matter. I'm a person too. Even if I have nothing, even if I'm sleeping on the streets, the universe is working together with my internals to make sure that I am breathing. I'm doing everything that a living thing is doing to survive and thrive. And that is how I'm thriving. And that is how I am here. And that is the only thing that tells me that I'm important also. I matter. Even if I can't give you a spoon, I matter. I give you a spoon. Yeah. So, now, over time, this erosion of self-esteem and self-confidence can make the victim this mosquito. Over time, this erosion of self-esteem and self-confidence can make the victim lose touch, with their own desires, opinions, and personal boundaries. Yeah, you feel like you don't have an opinion. You're not even knowledgeable to even have an ounce of an opinion about it. Can even be about a career you went and did for so many years, but they'll make you feel like there's nothing you did, by the way. You see, you are just wasting your time over there. There's nothing you know. And by the way, you could have excelled than them. You could even be in the same career, but you excelled like them or even more than them. But they make you feel like, what you did in school was useless. You should have eaten that school fees, or let whoever was paying school fees for you buy you mandazi ukule unone. At least that would have been helpful, more helpful than paying all that school fees. They make you feel worthless. They tell you that you're worthless, and how they tell you is after they have isolated you. They now start telling you, see, nobody else loves you. It's just me. Yeah? You're nothing. What have you achieved? And this is after now they have financially crippled you. You depend and rely on them. When they were financially crippling you, they were very nice to you. They were like, don't worry, I'll take care of you. Yeah. Now, while time goes by, you have nothing. What do you have? What do you buy around here? What do you have? In fact, if you end up in a long-term relationship or marriage with such a person, many times, even if they buy you something, it's in their name. They will never buy you anything in your name. Ever. Like, they'll make sure you don't own anything. Like, nothing can... Logbook ati hivyo gari unaendesha, iko na jina yake. Kama ni shamba ati uone, iko na jina yake. If it's a house, everything is in their names. Because they want to make sure that you have nothing. So that the day they discard you, you have to start from zero. And now when you imagine, starting from zero, you have to go back to him. So you run back. And because you've come back, they're like, oh, you've come back. Madam Disparado. Yeah. Ntakufunza. Yeah. Sahi itakuwa Pro Max. You'll get it. The taste of your medicine. It's not even your medicine. It's like, we are going now I'm going to finish you. Yeah. Now, emotional addiction and isolation. And physical isolation. Okay? The emotional addiction to the abuser is the pinnacle of trauma bond. Due to the intermittent reinforcement of affection and validation, the victim develops an emotional attachment, which is almost like an addiction. They crave the moments of kindness and validation, which interchange with the constant turmoil, like being criticized and being devalued. One moment you're a nice person, the next you're being devalued. One moment they are praising you so highly in front of very important or crowds and many people. The next thing, they are putting you down in the house. They are telling you how you cannot even do the bare minimum because you do not have a brain. You are usually like that. Haunanga akili. That is what they do. Yep. The cycle of abuse has conditioned them to endure negativity for the sake of fleeting positive interactions. So because you're really scared of you know, having to be to argue or to have this discussion with the narcissist, yeah, this negative argument with them. When they start being negative and, you know, being very bad to you, you just pull away, you stay quiet, you know, you don't say anything, you're just there doing nothing, you don't even fight with them, you know, you don't even tell them anything, you just, because you're waiting for the time that they will now start praising you. You know, that time you'll be like, whew, some sense of peace. And it's not like you believe it. You don't believe. It doesn't matter what they say. Even if they say you're the best, do what. At this point, you don't even believe them. Because now you know it's all fake. They're just doing it. What is coming next is devaluation and criticism. Yeah. So you're like, you know, I can't take this because I know what will come next. So can you hurry up and devalue me, please? Please? Stop praising me. I know this is fake. Be honest to yourself, okay? Yeah. So what do you think about, you know, that point we have talked about? The isolation and the isolation and addiction.
Actually, I relate to all points, to everything that you've said.
Yeah.
And I was just having my aha moment over here. I was like, wow, you know, it has been happening. It's happening out there to people.
Yeah.
Someone is going through it right now.
Yes.
And maybe you're just stuck into a pattern, a cycle that just keeps on repeating itself.
Yes.
And you keep wondering, why can this person be better? But at the same time, you need to be like, why am I still here? Why do I still allow all this to happen? So I think the whole cycle changes when you stop looking at the person and start looking, you know, to yourself.
Yes.
And trying to understand you as a person, you know, what are the qualities that maybe I need from this person that are making me here, stay here. And I think that's now the end of the whole cycle. That's where it starts now.
Yeah. Now, the point about isolation, okay? Narcissists thrive in control and will go great lengths to maintain it. They may use tactics such as monitoring your communications, controlling your finances, yeah, dictating who you can and cannot spend time with, okay? By exacting control in your life, they effectively isolate you from your support network.
Yeah.
You get? Now, the first thing narcissists do to isolate you is they start asking you questions about your closest people, the closest people in your life. They will start with your family. They'll be like, who is your family? Who have you been living with? You know, you find that there's your mom, there's your brothers, there's your sisters, there's your cousins, there's, you know, all those people. And they will evaluate your relationships with them. They'll be listening to see who you're calling, who you're talking to. Yeah, in particular instances. So just to determine who is the closest to you. And depending on the hierarchy of how they are close to you, they'll start isolating you from these people one by one. One by one. They will wait for the day maybe you have a disagreement with your family. It could be your mom. And they will tell you, by the way, your mom is like the worst person I've ever seen. How can your mom treat you like that? And you know, because they have already gotten into your head, you'll be like, yeah, so you see it? And they'll be like, yeah.
I've also always been wondering, why would a person be like that?
Yeah, I've been wondering, why are you so insecure in your life? Kumbe, it's because of your mom. Your mom is like the most pathetic person I've ever seen. Why do they treat you like that?
Yeah.
Now, when they make sure, they like, you will even be like, yeah, I'm not going to talk to my mom anymore. Do you remember that guy called what? The one that was dating Doris. That narcissistic lawyer with dreadlocks. Raymond. Do you remember Raymond? There's a point where Doris was posting about her father. Yeah? Can you imagine?
Your broke father that in his own life has only sent you.
That's Raymond. That's Raymond. I'm talking about Doris. Before they separated, yes, before they separated, Doris was posting stuff about the father, saying, I'm sorry, Dad, you have to understand that I don't take nonsense from anybody. And you have to look, there's that post. I wish I can look for it.
You have to look.
you have to look for ways to you know, to make me forgive you. Like she was openly attacking the dad on social media. Her own dad. Yeah? Where? My God, I don't know if I can get that post.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, like she really talked and said,
Yeah, cause
my dad.
Because the negativity had really
Yes.
instilled in her, and she didn't see anything positive around her, and nobody around her had good intentions.
Raymond's intention was to make her stay away from her own family. That is why she was talking things like that. Now, if we really talked to Doris and you know, find out the truth, all that came from Raymond. Yeah. They usually want to show you how bad your family is. Yani, your family, people have been with you since you are young. Since you are a child. People that have been there, even if they have not been there all the time, they are still your family. I mean, yeah, they are the people that know you for you. Even if we are not saying that your family members are good and you know, there's no toxic, there's of course toxic family members. But at the same time, you don't just hate your own family members because somebody told you. But you see, in this case, the narcissist comes and shows you and acts like they are your savior. And even they are saving you from your own family. And now they start showing you why your family is bad and why they need to save you from your family. They'll tell you, see, they don't call you because they don't care about you. Yeah? They do this. When a family member curses you, they incite you to go attack that person. Okay? You see how you do it so easily and tell them, hey, I think there's something you did to me or said and I did not like it. Yeah, please, why did you do that? So you see, you can have a conversation naturally. But now the way narcissists make you go get this person that has cursed you, it's with range, with war, with weapons, and with who do you think you are? In fact, stay away from my life. You're the most toxic, pathetic person I've ever been with. And yet that person, there's points in their lives they have come through for you. And maybe when they wronged you, they didn't even realize that they were wronging you. But the narcissist intention is to make sure that the minute you attack this person, there's no talking to them again. So that door is closed. Now they do that over and over and over and over.
They make you burn so many bridges.
Yes, even with your friends. At your friends go for a trip and they don't tell you. It's not like they have to tell you all the time.
That friend hates you.
Yeah, I told you she hates you. How can she go for such a trip and they don't tell you? Yeah, you see, I told you they hate you. They'll never invite you for important things. Mimi nilikwambia mtu huwa hakutaki. Now why you're the only one that doesn't see. So by the time, over a period of time, you find you're alone. Yeah, uko solo hivi. You're not picking people's calls because you're like, yeah, they don't love you. They're out to finish you. And that is how you isolate yourself. You stay away from everybody. And they also they make sure that they control the things you're doing and the places you're going. And because they're usually financially, they have already financially crippled you. Many times, another form of isolating you is denying you means to go to where you want to go. So that you cannot go and, interact with people. They'll be like, no, I don't have any money. The business has not made any money, so I can't give you fare to go. So, itabindi ujipange. Especially if they know wherever you go, you might get some positive vibe. They make sure that you don't go. Or maybe you are using their car, they'll be like, my car ni mbaya, itabidi. Now they'll have somewhere to go with the car. So that you don't go anywhere. And even if you say use matatu, there's no fare. There's no money to give you to go do anything. So you stay there. And honestly, in my experience, living a narcissist feels like you've left prison. Because ulikuwa umefungwa. The reality is ulikuwa umefungwa. You could not do what you needed to do. You couldn't.
Yeah, it's always, most narcissists are helpers. They are people that are there to help you. I'll say about helpers in a way that sometimes you find yourself, when you talk about the financial, connection and all that, they are there to help you to survive, not to even be to get out of your problems. They don't help you to be financially okay. They help you to survive. The kidogo they give you cannot help you. Even if you want to start anything, it can't take you anywhere.
Yeah, because you're usually
just
given
not even
exact...
helpers, they are enablers.
Yeah.
Just give me the till for me to pay,
Yeah.
and make sure it doesn't go past 5,000. And I was like, wait, why am I here though? At that point, I'm like, why am I taking orders? You know?
Yeah.
Why? And at that time now you're like, nah, really, I don't want to go. And you tell, I remember actually that time I was like, you know what? Just forget about it.
You see now, that
Forget
is what
about-
healthy people do.
Yeah, I was like, just forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about the whole thing. I don't need anything at the moment. I'm good.
Yes.
And actually when I did that, you see your M-Pesa and ding, ding, 15,000.
Eh?
Yes. That is
Because now
how
you've beaten them
that
at
is
their
how
game.
toxic that person
Oh my
was.
God.
And
Like-
at this point, see, you needed like, you know, at this point you needed like 5,000.
Yeah.
Maybe you are in a fix that you can't even afford 5,000 for
You've
food
been
and all
sent
that.
triple.
And now you're acting like, you know, you forget that. So you're like, wait, are you for real? And I was like, yeah, forget about it. I'm good actually. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, because
and
you're beating them.
I meant that I would figure it out,
Yes.
because at this point I had started picking my life out.
Yes.
And after that, he'll be like, I'm sorry, maybe that came out
Badly. So they usually know what they're doing.
That came out badly.
Yeah.
And you know, I didn't mean to hurt you. You know, I'm sorry if that you know, that sounded rude or anything. I just, you know, you can just go get whatever you want. And out of nothing, you're like, now it's, why are you sending me 15,000 though?
And you are not gonna use more than 5,000.
So this is to like take you back, you know.
Yeah, they are
You're like,
and also they have figured that you're beating them at their game.
Yeah.
And so because they want to stay ahead, yeah, they do the most reasonable and shocking and surprising thing. You're like, so you're saying sorry with 15,000?
actually you do shopping and you have now you're like, wait, I have extra time.
Yes.
And you're like,
thank you so
yes.
much. Yeah. Thank you so much, baby. He's like, yeah, tick. Yes. Very nice. Very
I didn't
nice.
say thank you like with excitement, but I was like, thank you. But at this point, I wasn't like, just forget about it. I was like, thank you. And he was like, kirudiwo. In another round.
And now you see those people who have issues with abandonment. They don't want to be left.
Yeah.
They don't want to, you know, they're scared of being left by the narcissist. They are going to send the M-Pesa pin. Is it still? Yeah, they're going to send the M-Pesa pin. And they'll be like, you know,
and at some point now
now
it got to a point where I had to make sure, I had like an operation making sure that I don't need anything. Even a hand, even 5 bob. I made sure whatever I'm gonna have my life put together, I'm gonna make sure I provide for whatever, you know, I go out there and do whatever I want to provide for my own needs.
And can I say something on top of that point? Yeah, before you get that point you have said, if you ever want to have dignity in this life, you must show people that you don't need them. Everybody, everyone.
But you know the funny thing about this connection,
and not just
Rachel,
showing them.
Let me tetea him again. The funny thing about this connection, 1, it was not a come we stay connection. 2, we were not dating, you know. At this point, we had come to a space where we were now friends, you know. I was like, but there was the whole, you know, we could be more. But there was not that, because he also had his own insecurities. But then now what was making me scared was, or even, you know, there was this mixed thing. I was like, why are you nice and still
nasty?
Not nasty. Like, why are you nice and then why do you keep on appearing and disappearing? You know, you care that you want to check on me if I'm okay. Yeah, I'm going through some very serious hard times. Yes, you care. But then you don't care enough to care how I feel after, you know, with whatever you do, your actions. You know, now there was that. I was like, he is the only person that really calls to ask if I'm good.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm going through a lot of things.
Stress.
But then you do not care enough to wonder how your actions are making me feel, and even if I raised my how I'm feeling, how you're making me feel, you don't care enough to think about them like that.
Yes.
So that was quite traumatizing.
Yes. Narcissists are like that. And honestly, for me, by the time I realized that person was a narcissist, I did not know what narcissism is. What happened is, I had gotten to that point where I was now resigning and giving up. Okay, I was now deciding I don't wanna have any argument with this person. If they decide it is North Pole, it is North Pole. Even if it is South Pole, it will be North Pole for that time, because I don't wanna argue about this thing that will never end. Okay, so
Sorry.
So yeah, I started Googling at that point of it. I started Googling. I would Google things like, how come we cannot solve our problems?
You used to Google that.
I used to Google all that sentence. Yeah, how come we cannot get to a solution? How come he turns things and twists them and blames me? Those were the things I was Googling. How comes he doesn't take his responsibility for his own actions? You get? How come he's insulting me? And now every time I Google those things, the next suggestion was narcissistic personality disorder. And because this word used to look so long for me and so complicated, I just used to ignore. I was like, what is that now? I'm not going to read that. Me, I was looking for the long searches I had done. How come he disappears and refuses to pick calls? I Googled all those things. Kumbe, that is narcissistic personality. So one time, I subscribed to Quora. Okay, Quora is a website that usually they write stuff.
People advising people on their ideas, like you say.
Yeah. Quora has a lot of answers which are authentic because it's different people talking about their experiences. So when I subscribed to Quora, they now started sending me those articles to my email. Every day I would get an email about narcissistic personality disorder. Like everything I had Googled, I was getting an email about it every day. Every day I opened my email like this. Is your narcissist this and this? When I open Quora, from Quora, he's the narcissistic personality. Like they sent me all those things, and when they sent me, I was inclined to click because I'm like, are these people following me?
Are they stalking me?
How can they be so on point, like exact point of what I am trying to get? What I'm trying to understand, they already know, and they're even giving me answers. So I became a friend of Quora. And uko nikisoma vitu za Quora, I found Dr. Ramani, the Indian psychologist. I don't know if you know her. Do you know her? You know Ramani. Ramani is quite popular.
Yeah.
She has studied psychology.
She's white.
No, she's Indian. She's Indian,
Ramani.
but I think she's living in
familiar.
the US. Yeah, she has that nice kizungu of US, but she's Indian. Now after Ramani, I met oh my God, there's others. There's so many of them. My God, why am I forgetting them right now? My goodness, I need to remember. There was Ramani. There was oh my God. Okay, over time now I started getting more and more and more. I can't even remember all of them. Oh, there's people like Sinful. Sinful is complete name is Sylvia. I don't know why she calls herself Sinful. She calls herself Sinful on TikTok, but her actual name is Sylvia. She is also a narcissistic abuse survivor, and she talks like her stories are so relatable. You can check her out on TikTok. She's also on Facebook. She posts all those things over there. And I like everything she was saying. I was like, wow, because I am agreeing with everything. Wow. Yeah, there's Sinful. Now over time, there's other people now that popped up. Like in Kenya, shout out to Muthoni Mukiri. I have watched so much of her content.
Me too.
Muthoni Mukiri.
She felt like our sister we never had.
Muthoni was saying the narcissist would tell her, "Yo, celebrity yako," because she was a celeb. She was a news anchor on Inoro, and she was quite popular. It's like she left that job. The boyfriend would tell her, by the way, hiyo celeb yako uiache huko kwa gate. Ukiingia hapa, usinilete.
Yeah. She has
You
come
don't
a bit,
bring me that.
Yeah. Actually, every, you relate so much with her content. Really.
Yeah.
Because she's so raw.
Yeah.
She does not hide. She does not care what
She
you
uses
see
her own
about
experience.
her. She will use her.
Yes. Yeah. And she, she's just there. She tells you like it is. Yeah. She tells you the narcissist will make sure that you're broke. They use your money. And even if you don't have money, they will ensure that you never make any money. You're missing that, Kamuskwito.
And the way, they don't bite me.
Yes, so there's Modoni Mokiri. Who else do you know that talks about narcissistic stuff? Oh yeah, I found another one on TikTok just the other day. Anajita Mama Grace TV. Mama Grace TV is talking a lot of truth. Women, go follow Mama Grace TV on TikTok. Every time I wake up, when I'm at the gym, I like to listen to things that I wanna internalize. And many times I listen to Mama Grace TV because hers are short. There's also sinful. The thing about TikTok is you can't get a long video. It's just short things. So yeah, I just listen to them. I listen to every topic I want. Everything you need is there. There's also another page I found. It's called NAC Analysis. NAC Analysis. It's a man. He's also a narcissistic abuse survivor. He talks about narcissists and surviving and everything narcissism. That is what he talks about. So you can also follow him. NAC Analysis. He's also on TikTok and Facebook.
Follow me also.
You talk about Amma, we are following you for what?
Follow me. I am a narcissism survivor.
Abuse survivor. Yeah, we believe you. Tumetuambia stories zako hapa.
Follow me. But so anyway, just heal, guys. Heal so that you don't pass through these things.
Why?
Love yourself,
Okay, honestly, if you ask me, the only way to stay away from narcissists, is to have proper boundaries.
Yeah.
Never let anybody cross your boundaries. Yeah. If you don't have boundaries, narcissists like people who don't have boundaries.
Yeah.
They want to abuse you while you keep quiet. Keep quiet. Keep quiet. You are still talking. They want anyone that has boundaries. Narcissists is like water and oil. They cannot mix with a narcissist. And narcissists know. They know. Because that person is not going to allow them, to disrespect them. Or even remotely try to cross their boundaries. They are not going to allow them. And so, it's a good way to stay away from a narcissist. Okay?
True.
Yeah. And also, today, we were laughing that time when we said, women who like money, women who sleep around with men for money, are likely not to be with a narcissist. Unless, but you see some narcissists are very rich. Yeah? They can give you anything you want while they're still abusing you. Now, if you find a broke narcissist, God has saved you from.
Yeah, actually, the whole statement should be women that love for money. There is love for love, but they get into relationship or marry for love, for money. They have mostly, they really don't settle much unless they find that one person that is up there. They have a better chance of not being abused by a broke narcissist. Yeah. It's just that. Yeah. But if you get a rich one, of course you're have.
Because now they will always triangulate you, like they'll always manipulate you that money.
Yeah, because they know that is what got you in there.
They'll do you dirty. They'll do you the dirtiest of the dirty, and then they'll buy you a house. Actually, they will go impregnate a woman out there,
and then they
will have a baby, and they'll buy you a very expensive
and
car.
You as a wife will stay, because
they will even buy you a diamond ring, like you are my wife.
You can't afford even a cow, even a diamond ring, because
you are the main supply.
There's this whole idea of women that want to be kept. They don't think they have
the ability
to make money.
Yes, yes.
But and that is something. If you're that woman, you need to get. You can make whichever amount you want. But without that, you'll find yourself now being kept, and you will suffer.
Sufferation.
You will suffer. Because, can you imagine? Can you imagine to which point you get someone, maybe as a woman, if you're working, you can have a good lifestyle, where you can shop for whatever you want.
Yeah.
But can you imagine someone knowing that you're financially crippled to a point that they'll be like, this is what you can use. This is what you can spend.
Yeah.
Because what do you have though? You don't have a job. You're not working. And this is what is there. And because you're that person that don't think you can do shit for yourself, you settle for that, and they go reducing and reducing and reducing,
yes,
until you're given 1,000 or even 500,
even 200.
Manage that for food. How are you going to do that?
And you used to be given 20 to buy bread.
Actually, you can make more than that, but because you're scared, you're too scared to even trust the universe to guide you and help you achieve the things that you can achieve. You just settle. Yeah, you settle.
And by the way, when they were love bombing you, they will give you 15,000 to buy bread, and the rest is for transport. You will be very tired to buy bread. Baby girl should not buy bread.
Actually, funny thing. For an example, let me give you guys my example. Yeah, I'm not scared of it, but I'm proud of it. When I met the narcissist, I didn't know he was a narcissist. But when I was working. But now you see, work had issues and health issues and all that.
Yeah.
So I was getting a salary that was not enough.
Yeah.
You see, I would fare, food and everything. It was not enough. So my narcissist would give me extra on top of my salary. Because it's not enough. I actually I can't afford food with my salary.
Yeah.
And you guys want money and all that. You'll be like, don't worry, I got you. After that, you're given extra on top of your salary, and you're like, oh, he cares. He understands that, it's because there are real issues. It wasn't like a fake situation. It was a real situation where money was not enough. But then, after somehow you lose your job, you are like the favorite, the favorite girl, you're loved and all that. But after you lose your job, you're like, I'm sorry, I can't be with someone that is not working.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's not like you have lost.
On
it's
top
not
of
like
that,
you're not working because you don't want to. It's because you have like health issues. You have a lot of issues. And actually, to go to a point where he was like, actually with these issues of yours, health issues, are you sure you can even be, bring a health, like you can,
give a birth to a healthy baby?
Are you sure we'll not always be in the hospital?
Yeah, with our babies.
And at this point, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's real, it's happening.
There was that.
And by the way, at that time, that is when they cheat on you with somebody that is working.
Actually, they left you when you needed them most.
Yeah.
For someone that
is
richer and
yes,
doing well.
Yes.
But
now if you did not have any job, they go date a doctor.
But
now.
Actually, the person the good thing about the people that they look for, it's not like they look for them because they love them. They look for them because they want to filisha you.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that walimalizia I see you.
Eh?
Sorry. Sorry
like
to say, but yes, I'm happy that that karma was it hit.
Yeah.
It was serious.
Wewe. Kwani ulikuwa na mkutano na Saitan? You are happy they want to bless you.
I wasn't like happy, but
like you understand. Let me tell you.
It was where people just rub it on your face.
Yeah.
And the reasons as to why they are rubbing it on your face, they are not reasons that you want to be in.
Yeah.
They are natural reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like health, you don't choose to be unhealthy.
Yeah.
Jobs, you don't choose to want to lose a job because you're sick.
Yeah.
This was why now I lost my job, because I was sick.
Yeah.
And the bank was like, you know what? Go get better.
Yeah.
And you what are you saying? Yeah, so that was like, and actually out of here they're like, actually, can you imagine now me being with a doctor wife? And I'm happy for the doctor wife.
I cheated on you with a doctor.
I'm happy for the doctor wife.
Nakumbuka vizuri sana ukinionyesha Instagram. And I was there supporting you and telling you, what?
And actually,
you are very
that person really they went and took a screenshot of all the photos on Instagram and sent me. And I was like, oh shit, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Why are you
sent you screenshots of that lady?
Yes.
Yeah.
God, that person used to, you see, like here, I'll rub it on you until you die.
I know.
That
Guys,
was
it's the same feeling I felt when I realized they were dating my
and
neighbor.
at this point, Manze, you look awful, you're depressed, you're acting.
And you see, I know. They are coming to tell you the way your neighbor is successful, the way they have their own businesses, and the way that neighbor is your age mate. Yeah? That your neighbor is your age mate. You do not have anything of yourself. And your neighbor is actually paying the same rent. And they are now acquiring more property. Yeah? And you're there, you do not have nothing. And because of that, they cannot date you because you don't know how to be resourceful.
I think the universe just has a way. Because me, at that point, I just told God, the universe, I was like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Just help me to laugh, to find me again. You know? That is what matters right now. Let me find myself again. Let me not go nuts because I need to be okay for the future.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm happy I'm here because I need to learn a lot.
So sad.
And there was that.
The person that told you they're gonna hurt you. The person that told you you're the most smart, intelligent person they have ever seen is the same person telling you by the miss ya sijaiona mujinga kama wewe. Like wewe umeshinda award. Like look at you and look at my new girlfriend.
I think I'm gonna come up with a narcissism Q&A on her. And me, we are gonna do this next time. We are gonna have a Q&A of never have I ever,